to the best family on YouTube. Good morning. Today is a vlog, and I got a kind of raw one. I kind of popped this off my top of my head, off my noggin. I was like, kind of want to speak on this today. So, people who judge people, okay? People who judge, this is just strictly on to you. Strictly to you people who sit there and judge people that you don't even know. Okay, this is just pointed to you. I hate to say it, but kind of on my mind. People who sit there and judge people, you do not know what they're going through. Just don't. And you only want to see what you want to see. And you only know what you think you know. The person that you are judging just could have a difficult time and or just a situation where they're just dealing with a lot of stuff, or they're going through a rough trial with life. I've talked about this in the vlogs. If you ever want to know anything about that, that's every single vlog is at the very end of this. So there's a playlist that I have that you can watch every single video of mine on the vlog channel. You could watch that at the very end. Selfless plug. But on a real note, though, I've been judged, and I have judged people on numerous occasions. I love people watching. That's something that I do on a regular basis. I watch people. I watch how they go about life and see how they react to certain situations if they're thrown at them. Most of them. Most people sit there and judge people without even acknowledging it. Like, oh wow, the clothes that she's wearing, those are kind of ugly. I wouldn't wear those myself. That's judging. What if that's the only pair of clothes that she's got, and or her or it? In this universe, it's it. What if that's the only pair of clothes that it's got? What if? Now you're basing everything on what if? Come on, Beholder. Come on, bro. Be realistic. Yes, I am basing this off of a what if. I am basing this off of personal facts that I used to do while judging people. The biggest one that I had was I was judging this person pretty hard, judging a book by its cover, and I was always told, don't judge a book by its cover. It's not what it was entirely meaning, but the book that I was judging is a person that I kind of looked up to. I'm not going to mention names, but if you kind of know who I'm going after, you know who I am, then you know who I'm kind of talking about. But I judged this person pretty hard. I looked upon her and said, hey, I look at you, and the way that you do life is a little differently. What's so different about your life that you're just so positive? With every occasion that life just hits you square in the face, knocks you down, and you just get up, and life is just, you just find a positive in life. How do you do that? And she told me straight up, and she's like, I understand the positive aspect. It's a mindset. A positive mindset. You could take a negative and switch it just like that. Just a snap of a finger, and she's like, here's a positive. Here's a negative, and I'm going to turn it into a positive. I'm like, that's negative world, negative people, negative things. How? Right? And she's like, I'm taking a negative and turning it into a positive. The guy ran a stop sign. What if he's got brain cancer? What if he's got a tumor? What if he's got XYZ? You don't know what people are going through. You don't. And I know that's kind of like, well, that's worst case scenario. Okay. What you're doing is you're taking worst case scenario. Guy ran a red light. Why did he run a red light? Maybe he just didn't see the light turning red. What if a guy cut you off? What if that's preventing you from having a car crash and or dying in that situation? You just don't know. And that's the thing, is if you get a green light, what if the same thing occurs? What if you get a green light? What if that's preventing you from getting a car crash? You just don't know. But people just go with their day-to-day without thinking. Like, why is this guy cutting me off? Oh, how dare he, right? And you don't do that. You shouldn't sit there and think about negatives, even though that's our brain. Our brain is wired to focus on the negatives, think about drama and chaos and just stuff like that. That's our whole brain. That's our brain mindset. But I have disconnected that wire from our brain where it's just, yeah, that negative impact, yeah, that's cut. That thing in my brain is cut. There's nothing connecting it. So there's a negative, and I turn a negative into a positive pretty quickly. I've done that research. I've disconnected that wire. So judging people is something that you're not supposed to do. You don't know what they're going through. Judging a book by its cover is something that everyone does. And you do not know the situation. You don't know the facts. You only think what you think. You only know what you know. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. I mean, I know that all too well. I know a lot. I'm 24, and yet you're sitting here listening to a 24-year-old who knows nothing. But when you understand my life, I know more than you think. I live life. You only know what you know, and there's a reason behind that. Share the wisdom. If you're older than 10, you got wisdom. If you're older than 10 and if you have siblings be lower than you can share wisdom. I'm 24, and a lot of people around me that are like, you act 40 to 80. Like, I know that's a big age group, but the wisdom that I have, people can pretty much tell this kid's got wisdom beyond his years. He's got wisdom. And this is me kind of giving you a piece of that. Don't judge a book by its cover. Don't take that literally. Let's just take that out real quick. What I'm saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Yes, don't do that. That's not okay if you're a book reader. You understand the logic behind that. But what you're doing is don't take a book and judge it. Same thing with people. It's the same thing with people. Same thing. What are you doing? Realistically, you're judging the person by the looks. You're judging a person just strictly on the homeless. Everyone's got homeless around, right? Let's just take that sensitive subject. I'm not going to touch on this too hard, but I'm going to touch on it. Homeless. There is a good few people out there that have lost jobs, have lost multiple things, but most of them that you can look at don't have much. That's another thing. Most of them don't have much, but people who have done it for a little bit, they have a lot. Just saying. Take the normal guy. Let's just take a normal guy, for instance. A guy pulls up with a Lamborghini Aventador, right? Has a bunch of money dropped into that, right? And this is not everyone. This is a select few. Guy pulls up with a brand new Lamborghini. Just bought it straight out. Just bought a brand new Lambo. And you're starting to judge him. You're like, man, this kid's got a lot of money. But yet, a Toyota Corolla pulls up. You're like, this kid's a Toyota Corolla? Come on. I'm gonna hang out with the Lambo. With the Lambo guy. And then he tells you, yeah, this is a rental. This is a rental car. Then you go to the Toyota Corolla guy. He's buying you lunch. He's buying the whole place lunch. And you're like, this kid's buying me lunch. And you pulled up with a Toyota Corolla. How much money does he really have? And he tells you, I have a bunch of cars. I like taking the Toyota Corolla because it's low key. Then you understand the mindset where he's at. The mindset, he'd rather take a $20,000 car besides of a multi-million-dollar car. Which in today's market is a lot of money. But he's rather taking a Toyota Corolla besides of a multi-million-dollar car. mind-boggling when you understand that. And that's kind of the thing, is you just judge this guy because you just judged the kid because you pulled up in the Toyota Corolla against a Lamborghini Aventador, just a brand new Lambo, and you're like, okay, this kid's got a lot of money. If he's pulling up in a Lambo, tons of money. Not the case at all. You just judge the person just by the car. It's the same thing with life. Same thing. Don't do that to people. Give them a chance. You only know what you know. Just saying. And I've seen it time and time again, where people are just like, I'm getting judged hard. I don't like it. People can feel it. You don't want to be judged either. And that's kind of the thing, is the saying goes, I don't know if I'm quoting it correctly, but the saying goes, what comes around, comes around. If you're going to get judged, you're judging others. So that's kind of the thing. What comes around, comes around. So meaning what you put out, if you're judging someone else is going to judge you. I don't really get judged very often. Shocker. YouTuber. Shocker. No, but I don't get judged very often. I don't. I'm pretty positive on that. If you judge me, sure, go nuts. I don't care. Judge me all you want. Judge me for my clothes. I don't care. Join the other thousands of people that hate me online. Don't care. I get thousands and thousands of comments a day on my main channel just hating on me. Just completely hating because I'm doing something different. But I thrive on the hate. I thrive on people judging a small channel like me. Very small channel, and they're judging me for what reason? Take that one into consideration. And this was a raw vlog for you guys. One of the rawest vlogs I've done in a long time. Very raw. This isn't scripted, which most of my vlogs are. Most of them are scripted. This is one of the ones that are not scripted. My brain couldn't, it's fried. It's almost 11 p.m. So, anyway, I will see you guys in the next video, no matter what you're doing. I post every single week on this channel, Monday morning at 11 a.m. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't judge people either. That's not okay. Be nice.